Yeah, we back live, back at it. In the words of the beloved Marlo Stanfield, you want it one way. Way, damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, East Coast, West Coast, down South, Midwest, South by Southwest, North by Southeast. And all the countries checking in. You've now tuned into the greatest show on a Sunday night, each and every Sunday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Fleaston Standard Time, damn it. Desert Storm Radio boys are back in the building. This is the AllStar Show. Bars 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
Hashtag coming real soon. You boys got some new. Oh, we got a call already. 516-945-9099. Hit us up. Let us know how you feeling. CT, we need y'all banging the line real heavy. One thing I know is that, Yale might be right there, but the hood is right there. That's a fact. And it's live and it's direct. And if you walk a couple miles down the block and wherever it ain't safe, you might got to keep the head on swivels.
It's the same, it ain't no different from any other block, any other way. We get busy just as much as everybody else get busy. We cool just as much as everybody else get cool too,
Right.
But besides that, CT, we work on our funds, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, y'all definitely get to the bag. That's a fact.
We work on the funds, we working on the music, most importantly though, you know what I mean?
Talk about growing up, a little bit before music, just NCT, things that you guys might have seen, things that you guys might have witnessed, things that might have shaped your coming of age and might have even put you in the direction of the actual music.
Most of my partners is in prison, dead, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? CT don't get a chance.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you one major reason why CT don't get the chance, I think, because Diddy made that statement.
We want to go and find, Michael Jackson. He was not from Connecticut. He was from the hood.
CT, you know what I mean? He made a certain kind of statement, and I think someone as powerful as him in the music game could tarnish a CT or people from even getting looked at, because you make certain statements about people without even coming out here to see what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? CT got good music. CT got good vibes, good love, everything out there, man.
Right. But how is, in speaking of, like you mentioned, bigging each other up, how's the artist community out there at CT? Is because everywhere has that crab in the barrel type of.
Yo, see, I love it. I love it out there, yo. You know what I mean? I do everything for CT. I stand for CT. I walk and breathe CT. But the support really ain't there until they actually see you doing something. I don't see you with Frenchie yet, so I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or something like that. So to even make an impression out there, each move you make gotta be bang, bang, bang. You gotta hit them with something hard, because that's the only way CT is gonna pay attention.
Right.
You got so many people out there every day. Somebody dropping a video, somebody doing a video, somebody rapping, somebody doing. That's everywhere though. Now everybody. That's why it's hard for your city to stand by you when there's 30, 40 other people doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But for that reason being said, that there's so many trying to do it, you gotta choose your lane, find your lane, and stick to it.
Right.
And that's it. And just rock with it. Because I stick to straight bars, punchlines, metaphors, going. If you don't like that gangster toughness, then I'm not for you.
Even when you see the main radio stations out here, which is Hot 97, you'll hear a Funk Flex or a Drewski or DJ Walla or Spaz or one of them say, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. And I know when they're in the building, if somebody's opening up for A Boogie or French or Young M.A. or whoever, I know that they're definitely keeping their eyes on who's next. And if something catches their ear, they will bring it up to the station, and somehow it could get to the ears of Flex. Mm-hmm. So does that ever cross your minds when y'all go to certain events where you might see a big brand name radio station on the fly, like a 105 or Hot?
Man, it's definitely in my mind, but when I go to them things, like I know Drewski bumped into him mad times and kicked their toe, you know what I mean? I've seen him multiple times.
Right.
But I think I stopped, I gave up thinking like, yo, all right, let me go ahead and try to hope somebody can notice me or whatever. I go ahead, make noise, and make sure that you see me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta make them see you instead of hope no more. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
I pull up to a show or something and say it might be other people doing a show too, but you know what? I'm gonna have two other cameramen, lights on me, everything, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna make sure I stick out. So now they got my attention. Now they see me or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just apply pressure, bro. That's all we do. When I see Drewski or when I see any of the 93.7 people, anything, like when I see G Money, when I see him, just it's good, show respect was good, but then
Right.
go about my business to make noise so you can see me over here. You know what I mean?
Right. But one thing I noticed is the microwave era we in where there's just an overload of music, like Meek and Lil Baby and Ski Mask and I think somebody else dropped on Friday. I listen to Meeks and Lil Baby joint. I like what they got going on. Who face off?
Big Mensa.
Yeah, Big Mensa. Yeah, he dropped too.
Big Mensa.
You know, so many people drop at a rapid rate. You know, we probably done got over 50, 60 albums this year and probably more. Some that probably slipped under the radar. So y'all being fans of the culture, how do y'all digest music in this rapid era that we in?
Like I said, I don't even so much as want to be like, damn, that Meek was hard. And so much as think to even take an idea from his type of swag.
Right.
Nah, I want to stay all the way in me. I don't want to hear nobody.
Right.
If I hear anything about Meek, it should be an instrumental.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's it. I don't want to hear other people really rapping because it's just, I like to just stay in my loop.
Do you ever feel the pressure to have to mix in something melodic, give somebody, as they say, a well-rounded project?
Oh, Mick, I got that on the way. I got that on the way. You know what I mean? I've been working on those. I definitely got those tough. And to be honest with you, you get those, you could hear those songs that I started making like that on Spotify, Tidal, and everything.
Right.
I put that stuff up there. You know what I mean? I got that in the works, but not an actual project on the way.
Right.
I'm just tucking those in the stash.
Right.
All right, I like that. That's different.
Now, do you enjoy making those, though? Because it could be a gift and a curse where it's like, yeah, I could go platinum off of this joint, but I hate performing this in 50 states.
Yeah.
I just not really my thing. I'd rather just, you know what I mean, acapella on y'all and go into that bag, but they love this so much. This done made me flow rider rich, but, you know what I'm saying, I still got that. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy it. Put it like, if I write it, that means I like it. If I
Right.
record it, it's going down. That means I like it. You know what I mean? So now if I put out a song, I'm more, if I see that the people's feeling that, then maybe I'll continue on to, let me do some more of that. I like the vibes of that right there. I like
Right.
the females starting to look and,
Right.
you know what I mean? They starting to get you that double tap on Instagram because
Right.
they starting to like a little something different from that straight going for the gusto. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I'm working on that type of music right there. You know, especially right now starting. I don't want to get it confused on any type of way on what lane I'm coming in at.
But it seems like bars still matter. Obviously, there's the platforms where people will always, they'll
You heard
always be-
Flex.
Yeah.
You heard Flex.
Right.
Bars matter. Don't matter. Don't matter who you is. I don't care what diamonds you got, how you look, what color your hair is, how you tat your face, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Bars matter. You may have a good song. You know, may have these ladies jumping, but when it comes to lyrical and having you in a conversation of
Yes.
some beast,
Yes.
just know you ain't coming up if you ain't
Right.
in that lane, if you don't focus on that. You know what I mean? It's the bars, people, it has tend to get put to a back burner due to the new mainstream kind of music, auto-tune, this,
Right.
that. But it only went to a back burner because ain't that many people representing it.
Right.
You got everybody representing good songs, and I applaud it. You know what I mean? I applaud any type of good music. So more people, you got somebody coming out like Lil Pump or Lil Baby, people won't sound like them. At mad people coming
Right.
out sounding like them. So you get more of that kind of music. If it was back then when DMX came out, more
Right.
people sound like DMX because
Absolutely.
it was the wave. More
Right.
people was bringing it to that light. Now it's time to bring it back to that light. It's like, okay, nice song, but listen to this.
That's the whole different. But when you got somebody that really got to sit there and think about them bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, any nigga say that's what he do, that's somebody you got to pay attention to more, I feel like.
Right.
A nigga that just go up there and just sing a little stupid shit. You feel me? Like they catch on.
Right.
And then before you know it, it's a hit, but it didn't really take too much thought into it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Now, do you feel as a singer that there's an R&B void right now? The representation of R&B today is not what it once was.
Anybody can't just sing, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So a lot of niggas can't just do that, Jodeci and other shit too.
Right.
A lot of niggas don't even know what Jodeci is.
Nowadays.
You feel me?
Nowadays, we're some of the hottest dudes is the Drake, Kendricks, and the Coles and the Meeks, but they all still spit even with their commercial shit. So yeah, the bars still matter, but at the same time, there's still dudes out here that actually that represent the culture on that scale. More respected for the bars,
Yo, Kendrick,
the quotables, the notable.
Kendrick and Meek, yeah. Drake, he ain't just not in the bars. I'll exile him out of that one.
You don't think Drake got bars?
Nah, I don't know if Drake writes them.
Then that was gonna be the next conversation. So when that whole quitting thing actually went down, do you think it automatically eliminated Drake from any type of top 10, top? Can he still be on the top 100 list? 'Cause we can name all right, top 50. We can name a top 50 rappers. You know what I'm saying?
He could still be on the list for as in having good music.
Right.
You know what I mean? But him being a good lyricist or artist or like, you know what I mean? You heard about people like that's greats like Pac, Big or whatever. You hear stories, you see stories and you see documentaries and you see them writing.
Right.
I don't think we caught no photos of Drake, right? You know what I mean? I don't think we caught no photos of a lot of people writing, but that matters though. Writing your own music, it matters a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you get that knowing you write your own music, and then when somebody like, yo, that's hard. You're like, yeah, I did that.
Right.
Yeah, I did that. I wrote that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
But does it take away from ghostwriters who make a living off of?
Nah,
rapping?
somebody got to do it.
Right.
Some people can't play both sides. You can't be the image and have the skill. You know what I mean? Some people might just have the skill and not the image.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess he ends up to be a ghostwriter, and then since this person has the image, go ahead, go, you know,
Right.
do your thing.
Who would you be most surprised of if you heard they had a ghostwriter all this time? After countless hits, albums, the whole nine.
Fabulous.
Fab?
Fab.
Nah, I hear you.
You
You found out Paul Kane was writing it this whole time.
Yeah, you know what I
That'd be
mean?
crazy.
You just be stunned.
Right.
You be confused. You know what I mean? Jada, you know what I mean? You just be confused, because this is lyricists I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You be just confused, like,
Right.
you might want to go back and just think, like, is your whole childhood a lie?
Right. Now, there's always that conversation about classic albums. What's considered a classic album? You know, how long do we take to critique an album before we can say it's classic? But then there's albums that come out where it's like, yo, this is gonna grow well over time. This is definitely a classic. Like, what would you say are your criteria of a classic album? And just name some of in your perspective, classic albums.
Classic album, me being an artist, you being an artist, and being an artist, we can't even say it's a classic after we finish with it. The people gotta say it's a classic.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can say it's hard, yeah, it's hard. But
Right.
how many stuff we did that was hard, and it's still somewhere sitting around somewhere
Right.
like, yeah, I'm gonna go listen to that later.
Right,
But
right.
the people gotta choose to see if that's a classic, yo. When everybody's playing this album, 1 through whatever, don't change nothing. Got people hitting you, telling you, yo, I relate to this. Yo, I cried to this. I felt that. I understood that. You know what I mean? Then, yo, I think you got something going right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, for example, great example, Pop. Got All Eyes on Me. There's always gonna be a classic album. You got a whole double disc album of you ain't gotta switch not one song.
Right. You let it play. Facts.
That's called a classic album.
Right. Right.
You get a Biggie album, you play the whole thing, and you sit back and looking out the window like, I relate to this.
Right. Right.
That's a classic album. You know what I mean? That make you wanna, I just wanna sit and think.
Right.
One of these songs make you wanna call somebody to tell them you sorry, or we could redo this or
Right.
this, that, and the third. And,
Right.
or call your homeboy, man, like, yo, that was little, son. You got a classic album. That shit touched them emotionally, son.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's really what my whole thing, the classic album.
Right.
Excuse my tardiness.
Oh, no, good. DJ AllStar in the building.
You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna jump right in and let's spit some music.
Right.
Let's let the people hear.
Good segue.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna get this track right here. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah.
True bars, true project, like that type of direction, just like just reality rap.
So you get the commercial hook, mama said.
Right.
But then I'm still gonna try to come in with the verse on my own lane. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's really how I'm gonna try to get into that new. You know, because you need both lanes. You need the bars, you need the songs. So I'm trying to combine them together. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And that's really it right there.
I feel like sometimes artists misconstrue the fact that you have to get out here and put your coins to work.
Oh yeah. I feel like when a person step out and be like, yo, I'm an artist, and start telling everybody they do music, that means somewhere to a certain degree they got confidence in themselves and they feel they good.
Right.
So if they good, well, I gotta pay.
Yeah.
That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I gotta pay.
Uh-huh.
Because like yo, you gotta show and put everything into yourself and show and market yourself and be like, yo, I don't need nobody. Whether you here or not, I'm gonna get this done. Period.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
With or without, whatever.
Girl tour, your world tour really hold. Did that bar really ever hold that much weight? Let's get into that first. Is that a world tour? Because me personally, if my girl is Nicki Minaj, is that a world tour? Your girls? It's my girl's tour, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm opening up for her,
Yeah.
like Hov opens up for B,
Yeah.
and how they do that 1-2 thing over there, or however it works and coordinates. So yeah, that was my girl's tour. So what?
Yeah, he ain't say that though.
Right.
He ain't admit it.
Right.
He tried to defend it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, Jay and Beyonce had a whole nother lane.
Right.
But I think with that bar right there was really about how he delivered it.
Yeah.
You know, everything is about how you say something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
He definitely smacked him to death.
yeah, he clotheslined him real fast with that one. He ain't. It was all good. It was good for the public, man.
Right.
Like that. It was good for the public. They both. Meek went off getting dissed. He went off that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was good publicity. You know what I'm saying? He got some extra fan base. You know what I mean? That's like, but it worked out for both of them, man. But he clotheslined him real fast.
Right. Yeah, that was one of those, the Rock clothesline followed by the people's elbow. Yeah, it like, and I never stopped rocking with Meek. Like I was rocking with him even through it. I still gave Drake his props. But you know what I mean, I knew that he had the capabilities to, you know, just keep feeding them, keep doing your thing. Put out the Dream Chaser mixtapes. You know what I mean? Go, come out here and get your coins. Put them albums out. You'll be able to prevail. I knew that he would be able to go through it. But you know, you see how the public perception is. You know, there was, like he said, those people that, you know, distanced themselves from him at the time and chose sides. And then, you know, he didn't really say names, but, you know, he's probably referring to, like, DJ Khaled, French Montana, people like that. Yeah, I seen Khaled tweet the album, but then, you know, I don't know if him and French will ever have that same dynamic they had, because they got dope records that they've done in the past that still could bang today and all that. But as we can see, Meek bounced back in a major way. You know, when this album came out, there was like Nicki Minaj probably punching in the air somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's two examples I mentioned, Meek and Tiger. But you know,
That shit all petty, man.
Right.
Everything is petty.
But you gotta stand for the game. Everything, people, man. Like I said, the game they got so much gimmicks with it.
right,
Some of that be made up, That it was beef. Let's go do. I ain't gonna talk to you for like 2 months. I'm about to start something. So.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm about to start something. And the thing about when it comes to these mainstream artists beefing, like Meek had a crazy run. He already got his bag. He was already plugged in.
Right.
By the time somebody dissed him, years later, what he gained already.
Right.
So it ain't gonna go. One diss can't kill him.
Right.
Now, if when he first came out and this was going on, it could have tarnished him a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
But It's like Tory Lanez and this other dude going at it right now.
Joyner Lucas, yeah.
Yeah, like they both already got their bags.
Right.
It ain't gonna kill. It ain't gonna hurt, make or break no one from anybody dissing each other right now.
I mean, you can't even take it serious. So they was on
live together,
talking, laughing,
so
and all
this
that,
ain't this. So this battle right here ain't even really to be taken. Like when you heard Jay and Nas, you knew they hate each other. Like when I see you was good, we gonna get it smacking when I see you in person.
Right.
Like it made you want to go listen to everything these two dudes put out because you know they meant it.
Word. And this is pre-internet, so you had to be tuned into Monday Night Clue, had to be tuned into K-Slay, had to be tuned into Flex, because an exclusive was at the time when they was throwing darts, just like at the time with Beans and Jada. There was exclusives damn near getting played every night at one point.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And look how the game was back then. Ain't nobody playing no games like that. Like now they make up beef.
Right.
Back then, beef was getting people killed.
Right.
Popping big is going from beef.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that era now is out of pocket. You know what I mean? That's why I'm always gonna represent and come in the game and have my love for hip hop, but I'm gonna try to bring it back from where it was at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bring all the realness, bring all that roughness back. If you want to put your one leg up, if you want to tie your pants leg up, and you want your LL Cool J shit, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it all back, yo.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bring it all back. When Rough Riders is Rough Riders.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bring it all back.
Now you mentioned. Now, when I think of Rough Riders, you know, the first person you think of is DMX and the Locks, but DMX and just thinking about this.
I mean, Drag On.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Drag On. But see, where I'm going with it is, all right. So you mentioned LL, I mentioned DMX. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing that they got in common is the way they rebrand. How LL was able to have In the House, kind of like first time we seen that was what, Will Smith with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he was like, and then he went to the music, TV, then to the movies. You know what I'm saying? And LL had kind of that kind of same thing. DMX, he wasn't really quite, you know, a couple of appearances on certain shows, but he was in the movies crazy.
He's a good ass actor though.
Right, no, absolutely. Word.
But it's really all into you, I think. Like LL, he fit the persona.
Right.
To branch off and do something else. Like, you know what I mean? When what's that? NCIS or whatever.
Right.
Like, he fit the persona to be in some other type of stuff.
Fact.
Like, you don't see Method Man running around with a badge. You know what I'm saying? That, it don't fit his persona. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see ODB playing Law and Order. Like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna happen. Like, nah, it's just certain people got the image and everything that I can see you marketing socks, t-shirts, and modeling. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, I seen them. They be like, Davies, he could do modeling. I see what Tyra Banks said something to them. Like, oh, why is he not modeling?
Right.
You know what I mean? She feels he fit the type. He fit, but he could do more than just rap. You know what I'm saying? So. No, it's all really up to the person. You know what I mean? If you could switch, if you could take that rapper clothes off and put a suit on and go to another job and handle something else, then so be it. Then you can handle two things at once.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, do you see yourself pivoting towards movies or just something outside of the box on like a rebrand, like another Ace in the Hole type joint? Because you know how like artists will have multi-fat, like. We might not know. You might be a producer like a Timberland or Mike Will made it on the low. I mean, that might be like the rebrand later on or something. So like, you know what I mean?
Besides the music, man, I definitely want to work on like clothing or something like that. You know what I mean? Like coming up with clothing or something like that, and having just another set and wave into the music besides actually being an artist. Like you said, working on messing around with some beats, trying to make some beats myself or whatever. But that's when that time comes. You know, all that, I think about that after I knock the door down with the bars. You know what I mean? That's main focus. Right.
Now, let's talk fashion for a second. A lot of times, you might hear people be like, oh yeah, that's hot. Them Balenciagas is hot. That's hot. But sometimes one thing, like, I can't always say everything is hot to me.
Bro, I don't even know what half that stuff look like. Space shoes, man.
Sketches, like they look like New Balances
Yo, half them
with
shoes,
big soles.
Shoes cost. People don't even know how to pronounce some of them things, man.
Right.
like them shoes don't make or break you, man.
Right.
The fashion don't make or break you, man. It's all in you, your character, how you hold yourself, how
Right.
you conduct, and how you speak, man. That's really it, man.
That's a fact.
Real everything. You could be dirty as dingy as dude, but as soon as you speak, I think you the coolest dude right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just really how you hold your own. You know, fashion helps though.
Right.
Depends on what you got going on. You know what I mean? Certain gigs as far as jobs or whatever somebody got going on, if you trying to market yourself as anything, as artist or as a brand or whatever the case may be, maybe, depending on what you marketing, fashion will help you.
Right.
You know, you ain't gonna see no busted models walk by. It ain't gonna help this clothing get sold. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the only reason why I mention that is because we always see different things come back in style or become the new trend. Like we seen from the long white tee era to the.
You see Hilfiger and Tommy and all them
Yeah.
coming back. Tommy.
Right.
Tommy coming back. They coming out with all this stuff, man.
That's a fact.
Adidas, all that. You know, everybody rocking all that.
Yeah, I've seen people starting to throw the feel out on certain things. You know what I mean?
Yachty came out with, he was rocking a Nautica.
Right.
Now that Lobo,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Brand ambassador, yeah. And doing other things, you know, which is dope. It fits his brand with the whole yacht, whole criteria and everything that he got going on over there.
What else, though? Everything come back full circle.
Right.
I was in a barbershop the other day laughing because, like, you know, all the kids got the hot top phase and all that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, it's coming full circle. I don't know about rap. Rap might not come back.
But you gotta understand, if everything else is coming back, everything else is gonna come back.
Right.
Everything else is gonna come back. Like you just said, you right about that. Dudes coming back with the Fresh Prince and all that stuff, and the kid didn't play before. Let it, like I said, I'm gonna bring it back to the Chief Keef era. Let it in that era, and I came outside with a box. They laugh at me.
Yeah. Right.
Because why? I'm supposed to have dreads right
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah.
Dreads that cover the face where you don't know what the person really looks like. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Word. No, that's real talk. That's real talk. We've definitely seen phases come and go, and then come right back round. And even though we can say that bars may not be the top criteria to what people call stars these days, it is making its way back in because, you know, sometimes things do get repetitive. Like, you know, auto-tune is cool to an extent, but then after a while, like, everything just starts sounding like one, like, long song.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They all sound like the same. Man. And I definitely think that bars ain't gonna be people's top priority right now. They ain't gonna, hey, I'm looking for someone with bars. But you got people that is looking for someone with bars.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? You got people that is like, yo, I need to hear someone say something, son.
Right.
Yeah.
You got people, you got venues that get sold out for them smack battles and all that stuff.
Chop smack.
That means there's still people out there that want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all that means, son. Like, it's people, it's billions of people on this earth, man.
Right.
I don't care if I recorded a song and I didn't say nothing this whole song. It was just a long blank. You know somebody in this world gonna like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? There ain't nothing even to be listened to, son.
Right.
Somebody gonna like it.
It be like that. It be like that, man. That's real. That's real.
Lyrics is, I mean, because I don't know if it was just me, just because you know, coming from the era of that too, like Jay-Z and all that stuff. But I mean, even on Meek Mill album, the song with him, Jay-Z, and
Hope killed it,
and Rick Ross.
Right.
The whole time when Meek was on and Ross was on, like you just listen to the song, whatever it may be, I couldn't tell you not one word they said. But I was actually driving to the city and I had was a car full of people with me, and as soon as Jay's part came on, the whole car was silent. You know what I'm saying? We was just listening. You heard everything he said, and he was like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
You understood it. You got to it. You know what I mean? People of certain eras, man, know how to bring it instead of just bringing a lot of noise, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Paint the picture. You know why everybody stopped and wanted to listen to what you were saying? Because as they listening to it, man, you painted that whole picture right then and there.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Nigga, careful.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Killing that verse. Yeah. Hov definitely killed that verse. And then once again, every time Hov comes from about the
woodwork,
throne,
he does monstrous things every time.
and that GOAT conversation comes back around because people play with that conversation so much. But when somebody comes back and reminds you, it then leads people to that conversation again. Okay, who is the GOAT? Who is the top 5 dead or alive right now? And
the problem with that word GOAT is that people starting to add money into the criteria that don't got nothing to do about being a GOAT.
We don't think so at all.
At all. Point blank. Period.
All right. Because Hammer sold records, but he's not necessarily a GOAT.
Yeah. How much money you made, how much money you got, don't make you a GOAT. It just means you doing good.
Right.
You know what I mean? It means you selling.
Right.
People like it, but you ain't the greatest. Ali, a GOAT.
Right.
Jordan, GOAT.
Kobe.
You know what I mean? Yeah, GOAT.
LeBron.
Good. Yeah.
He a replica.
Okay. All right.
These GOATs.
Okay.
You know